What up, my friends? It is Sunday night, and I hope you're doing all right. So, first things first, let me share the live stream link in the Discord, and we, as usual, shall progress from there. Oh. Okay, perfect. That's good. Switch that up. Beautiful, beautiful. What up, Gossett, Eng, Farky, Kensuke, Rays, Teferi, Jess, Millmaster, Golbez, Zircon, Fisher, Sum, Jojo, Sandwich, Shelton, Everyday, Goddard, Yamagoro. Did I get everybody? Thompson, Brennan. All right, there we go. I definitely got everybody now. Hello, hello, my friends. Hold on. All right. So today has been pretty productive. Me and Carly actually got the horror movie review that we were doing finished up in terms of recording everything. It's going to take some time to get it all edited together because the video is going to be like an hour and a half long roughly. But we got it all finalized, including a fun little skit that she came up with. So it's looking like it's going to be a really good time, and I'm excited to get that finished and seeing how it comes out. God, we didn't make a horror movie. We're talking about horror movies. All right. Shelton, yeah, you're right. The Duskmorn pre-release is less than 2 weeks away. Bloomborough has not had much time in the sun, unfortunately. I wish that it got to stick around longer as the main set. The Mastery Pass has been pretty short. I'm almost done, actually. I just reached level 58 on it today. So in the next 2 days, I should be done the Bloomborough Mastery Pass. And yeah, I guess this is just going to be the way things are going forwards, right? We're going to have more and more of this accelerated pace because I don't see it slowing down anytime soon at all, you know? Everyday long-time listener, first-time caller, when do we get to jugging? That depends on the wheel spinning. Maybe we won't even spin the wheel tonight. You never know how things are going to go, bro, right? But if we do jugging, it's going to be with this new supply of the fat round ones that Farky sent by for us to eye. Every day your dad is almost done your set. Oh, he's almost done his set of Marvel cards. Nice. They don't have them at the grocery store anymore. It seems like they've run out. So I will not be completing the set. I am still like 20 some odd cards away, and I have a big fat load of doubles. But aside from, I know a couple people that maybe when I go visit them, they might have a couple packs kicking around they saved for me, but it won't be enough to finish the set. So mine will go unfinished. Jess, that's a pretty good deal for counterfeiting, man. That's a pretty good deal for getting caught counterfeiting. Fisher, gonna gas up your buddy's rogue deck? Well, that's fun. God, are you looking forward to the review? Well, do that because it should be pretty good, honestly. You know, me and Carly don't have a lot of projects where we've worked together in recent times, but this is a full-on hour and a half of movie chatter about 3 different horror movies, and it's coming out in time for the October Halloween season. What up, Gianna? How you doing? Adam, weird there's no Q4 set. Yeah, there is. Foundations. There's more stuff coming, man. You're gonna have Duskmorn, and then all of a sudden Foundations is gonna be dropping. Bam. That's right, Farky. The waifus are hiding. They're waiting. That's right, Goddard. 3. It's Sweetness. 3 randomly selected horror movies. It is a very random selection. Adam, that's correct. They're treating Foundations like a set. It's going to have all kinds of regular boosters, collector boosters, all that stuff. So it's 100% a set. Mailmaster, I'm guessing that they have in common that you like them both. Oh. Either that or they both scare you. You find them terrifying. Gianni, you don't bother thinking there'll be any quarter without at least 2 big releases. The production is going to accelerate, not slow down anytime soon, right? That's the rate of Magic now. They're just blasting stuff out. I wonder like where is the upper threshold on how much they can actually create? Like how many sets can they theoretically churn out and release before the printers can't keep up? Clearly they'll just hire subcontractors to like handle a little bit of playtesting and stuff, and they're not going to worry about playtesting it too much, right? So I'm curious to see, because I think they're just going to keep pushing the gas pedal lower and lower to the floor. So where is that upper threshold? Every day I like the change to the Mastery Pass. I like the fact that you don't have to go through the stupid tree of styles to get to the sleeves. You can start by picking the things that you want the most and then move down the chain. I actually just finished the orb part of the Mastery Pass today. I got the last one in some games today. Jess, I wouldn't recommend trying to counterfeit some money, buddy, especially Canadian currency. Canadian currency apparently is very anti-counterfeit, and other countries get Canada to print their money too. What are manor cards? They're a slot in the collector booster. I presume that that's what they're calling one of the styles, right? Unless they're guaranteeing that each slot in a collector booster will have a room card, which could be the manor slot. But I presume that that is the special edition, whatever the hotness is, whatever the new fancy boy stuff is. Collector boosters get all the juice now. Adam, you wonder what happened to sorcery? I guess you don't wonder enough to do a quick Google search and actually see. They just had like a new release, Arthurian Legends. That game is like the opposite of Magic in terms of release schedules. They're only putting out one new set a year, apparently. That's the way they're gonna roll with it. So people are definitely enjoying sorcery. There's no question about that. Yeah, Jess, it ain't worth it to mess around with fake money. The governments do not screw around with that stuff, man. Farky, I did hear about that. I heard about people importing fake Chinese loonies and toonies. Actually, when I first found this American dollar in my change, I thought it might have been a counterfeit loonie until I looked closer at it and was just like, no, this is definitely an American fun buck. But I don't know, it kind of makes me think of a token for arcade machines, you know? Zircon, oh, is it coming out October 4th? It's not out yet? Fair enough. Fair enough. Millmaster, don't encourage Jess to try and go and rob people. Don't encourage criminal acts. Yamagoro, you like the look of the Duskmorn lands? Nice. Gianni watched a video with a guy showing his collection of MTG playtest cards. It was pretty wild. Oh, was it Tavis's collection? Tavis has one of the craziest Magic collections ever. Like, he's a full-on genuine Magic historian, that guy. That's what I said to him, actually. I was like, yeah, bro, I mean, you're more suited to the title than I am. You have a low-key, chill demeanor. You have a ton of historical artifacts from the game, know a ton of stuff. He knows about a bunch of really corner case stuff and like basically maps out things like beta sheets. It's pretty wild. Tavis does some good stuff, man. Adam, I have no idea what the uptake on sorcery is for LGSs. You know? I haven't heard of it being for sale in any of the LGSs in my area. But things like Grand Archive had. They've made a little bit of progress. What up, Sebi? You saw the video too? Every day says hashtag not my historian. He's not bombastic and ridiculous like me. He's good for historical information. I'm good for ridiculous entertainment. That's the difference. I can give you some useful information too, but I'm all that. I'm that sweet bacon sizzle, baby. I'm gonna grease up your fingers. Hey, speaking of greasing up my fingers, Daniel Shelley says, oops, I did it again. I'm Lord of the Board. Well done. Well done, Shelley. Well done, buddy. You have claimed the board. For some reason, my brain is going to go, in the name of Mars! Probably because I have been watching a bunch of The Expanse. And I finally encountered an episode that I didn't care that much for. I don't know how many of you guys have seen it, but the episode where, like, the blue alien substance coalesces into that one lady the detective was trying to track down, and he has a conversation with her, and they decide to go to Venus together. I hope this is not what I'm in for going forwards. I hope that we move along back to the more interesting stuff, because at a certain point while I was watching it, I pulled out my phone and started to do like word jumble games. Yeah, McGraw, none of the LGSs in your area have risked dipping their toes in any of the new card games. It's understandable. There is a big risk in getting in on new TCGs. It's hard to get any kind of uptake on them, right? And if nobody's playing it, nobody's buying it. And if nobody's buying it, you got a bunch of dead stock. And with the stuff you normally buy, like Magic the Gathering, like ramping up in price as well, it puts you in a challenging position. Juglum, happy Sunday to you, big boy. Shelly, you give me $100, but only over the course of multiple streams. That's fine. I'll take a toonie here, a toonie there, like I'm a sweet stripper on the stage. I need one to cover each of my sweet man nips. Farky, you want to sit back and wait for the potential jug hunt. Be the change you want to see in the world, buddy. Don't you want to be the one to spin the wheel and have it land on jugs for the first time, tearing into that box, bro? What up, Larry? Cole, the Expanse book series is unbelievable. Well, I'm not going to read the books, so I got a lot of other books that I will read first. I am all right on science fiction, so I'm way more likely to read high fantasy novels. I've got I've got a sweet one over there. I got a Redwall novel, and I don't even have the Expanse novels. So there's zero chance that I'm going to read those. That's it. Sebi, yeah, I don't even know about Flesh and Blood and Lorcana. You know, Flesh and Blood has been around for a while. They've got their own audience going on. They're doing all right. Lorcana has made good headway, but I think it will lose steam and peter out. You know, most card games are going to falter at some point. Some, you started watching Beacon 23. What's that about? Hey, what up, JD? How you doing? What up, Nev? Oh! James Farkey Super Chat says, if it could accidentally land on Jugs, I'd be okay with that. Well, I'd be okay with that too. Let's see. Let's see what the universe has in store for us. Let's find out. There you go. You're Lord of the Board. Now, let's... Whoop, whoop. There we go. Bump, 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 bump. Whoop! Look at the way the light wobbles. Wob, 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 wob. Oh! You did it! I thought it was going to stop on insult. You actually did it organically. No shenanigans required. No shenanigans required. You did it, buddy. Let's tear open this pack. Let's tear open this box here. And let's take a look for some fat jugs, baby. We're going to be looking at Goddess Story. This is the stuff that Farkey sent over. All right. Okay. Let's go. Oh, sweet hotties, here we come. Oh, Nathan coming in with the super chat as well. I would also accept jugging if the wheel doesn't bless me with an insult. All right, well, we will find out what the wheel has in store for you after we find out what's in here. Wow, these packs feel like there's not a ton of cards in here, but it should have a high density of dense jugs. So that makes up for it. Now, let's make sure we got the camera in focus. So let's grab out some random stuff to focus it with. Whoop. Okay. Oh, Long River's Pull. We get the right cards. You know what I'm saying. All right. Let's get this focus fixed. Oh, hold on. There we go. That looks pretty good. That'll work. Okay. Let's go back over here. Let us see. I don't know if you guys recognize what animes and stuff this is from, because I think they just steal from like a ton of different animes. Yeah, Farkey, you got blessed, man. The wheel has blessed you. Okay. Oh, we got a foil straight out the gates. We got a foil cat made. I got some catnip. It's on the tip. Oh, look at those terrible hands. How's she supposed to work it with those hands, bro? Yeah, McGraw, yeah, I wondered about that. I'm like, is this a game they made in China and they're just like, we just stole all this artwork? You know what I mean? Like, are these legit cards or is this like a full-on bootleg game? I've been trying to figure that out. Welcome. Oh, Moosh Moosh Senpai. Touch me in my seizure foil hole. Oh, what does the back look like? Well, I cannot read this at all. Oh, what the hell? The light just like... Did you guys see that? I hate this ring light. It's about a lighthouse beacon station in space. The first episode has the lighthouse keeper saving a survivor after a spaceship crashes nearby. All right. That sounds like it might be cool. What was that again? Beacon 23? Where's my notepad? Where is my notepad? Right here. Here it is. Okay, yeah, it was called Beacon 23. I'm going to note that down. Nathan, another vote for Beacon 23. It's sort of unknown stuff in space, not as good as The Expanse, but it fills the gap. Well, that's all right. The Expanse has been doing some solid entertaining for me. I've been enjoying it. What up, Spurl? How you durl? Okay, back to looking for some more sweet jug action. Well, this one's just like a kid or whatever. Oh, are they all foil like this? There's no. Whoa! Get out of here, Junior. We gotta look at Fat Mambly McTambly. Who the hell is this? They're bigger than her fucking head, man. There we go. There we go. Welcome to the seizure chest. Oh, yeah. Spurl, you put in a pizza and forgot to turn the oven on. Well, guess what, bro? You show this stream to your oven, it's going to turn on all by itself. Look at this fat rack, boy. Hey, and then we got some little, I don't know what the hell she's from, but that outfit. Look at that outfit, bro. Look at that outfit, son. What up, Skellington? How you doing? Get hyped, buddy. We got a horror movie review coming. It's going to be coming real soon. Oh, and this is we got an ultra super duper foil. Oh, Moosh Moosh Senpai, will you teach me how to count? Yeah, I'll teach you how to count my balls. They're all so shiny. They're all so shiny. They seem like they're better quality than Magic cards. They're not all dinged up along the edges. The foil isn't all curled and stuff. Man, other games really do embarrass Magic. All right, so this is just straight up lady loving. Look at that fat rack, man. What a great way to start out. Well done, Farky. You picked a winner. You picked a winner, big boy. Okay. Now, Nathan, let's see. Let's see what the wheel has in store for you, buddy. Stupid ring light. It's also got like a little clamp in it that's supposed to hold the cell phone, but it's not strong enough to do it. Random! Oh, okay. Random! I got a random sack right here. Let's reach on in and see what comes out. We got Ruby. We got RWBY. Rawubby. Gianna makes you want to visit from Hatsune Miku. Well, you gotta wait. You gotta wait until the fall edition of the Secret Layers come out, and Hatsune makes a return. Okay, we got randomness. We got some sniper guy, or maybe it's a chick because the name's May. May Zedong, May Zedong rest gently on your face. Okay. We got Nolan Perifio. These are underwhelming cards. Oh, I take it all back. Look at this guy right here. I'm going to start my own card mating plan project. They're going to get together. Oh, madam, your bosoms swell with delight. I want you to swell with delight. You're so handsome and rugged. Kiss me, Papa. Then we got Flint Cole. He's good for Minecrafting. What? Oh, okay, there's his face. I was like, what is this? Then we got a guy with an old crystal from like Final Fantasy. Then I thought that those were... She's got jugs made of chickens. Look, she's got chicken jugs. Yeah, I guess... I mean, I know I like a bunch of white meat on the chest, but this is not what I meant. Oh, Demon Face. Welcome to Salem. Welcome to... Oh, it's very... Oh, welcome to Sparkle Seizure Town. Oh, God! And then we've got a Grim Invasion. All right, well, who cares? That's how that makes me feel. Pretty random. Skellington doing a Halloween update. Hell yeah, buddy. Nathan, you never heard of Ruby before? It's an anime. And it was all right. We watched some of it. It never really it never really caught my imagination that much, you know? So it was okay. Broken, how do I feel about the new zombie slasher card? You mean the unstoppable killer guy? The one with the saw arm? The one that I talked about at the end of my last video? That one's pretty funky. Spurl, yep. Yep. Same thing, man. It seemed like a Phyrexian to me. Definitely had that Phyrexian kind of vibe. I like the overall flavor of that card. It definitely evokes the concept they were going for. Nathan says, that felt like the wheel expected more. Well, you know what? Let's put you up as Lord of the Board and see what the wheel has to say this time around. That was the last pack of Ruby that I even have. I had like 5 packs of it that I got however long ago. And I did actually score some random desirable big card from one of the packs. I gave it to a buddy of mine who runs a store to sell for me, and he sold it on eBay. And by the time he sold it, I had completely forgotten about it. So out of nowhere, he's like, "Oh, you $80," and I'm like, "Oh, cool." All right, here we go. Oh, Nathan! Nathan, you greasy seat smeller. Most of the time, when people are smelling seats, it's where hot chicks were sitting. But you're the kind of guy who smells the seat that the homeless guy was taking a leak on the bus. You're the kind of guy who stops getting invited over by the neighbors because they're pretty sure that you've been fondling their dog when they're out of the room. Fondling dog ball bags, bro. That is fucking gross, and you should be ashamed of yourself, okay? They got like a neighborhood watch, and it's just to protect people's dogs from Nathan's ball bag grabbing hands. Nathan asks, he'll ask you, "Hey, do you want to help me stuff a turkey for Thanksgiving?" And then you'll come over and you'll be like, "Where's the turkey?" And he'll look at you while disrobing and go, "Gobble, gobble." Hey, Skellington House, otherwise known as James P., whose full name is not shown in the super chat, but it's the Skellington House of West Bend, Wisconsin. All right? He's bending it to the west. Instead of bending it like Beckham, he bends it like Skellington. He says, "Price is right." He's Price is right, and Nathan off the board and going for a spin himself. Let us put you up here, big boy, and then we'll see what the wheel has in store for you. Skellington has a big My Bones Hurt banner that he puts out for Halloween. Nathan, that was a much better spin. Millmaster added another level to it. He has to register on a list, not with the cops, with animal control. And he gets confused because he's like, "Animal control? That's what I'm trying to do." I grab him by the balls. I tell him what to do. Kiss me. Kiss me, wiener dog. I like having wieners in my mouth. All right, Skellington, let's go. That was a good spin. Oh, it's minus double dollars. Guess it's time to play Snakes and Ladders. Use a ladder to go and snake your wife's drain. Okay, let's go. Bam. All right, what up, Rodney? How does this work? Oh, good lord. Oh my god. Scratch roll 1 completely, beginning at the start arrow. Move the number of squares As revealed on roll 1, scratch only the square you land on. Okay. All right. So where do we start? We start here. This is gonna be an ordeal. We got a 4, so we rolled a 4. So we go to space 4 and we scratch it, and it's just got an arrow. Okay, what the hell does that mean? Hold on, I gotta read this in its entirety. Scratch the roll, beginning scratch only square you land on. Scratch roll 2, advance the number of squares revealed. Repeat for all the rolls. They have to be scratched in consecutive order. If the square landed on is at the bottom of a ladder, move up the ladder to the square at the top. You can't move down a ladder. If the square landed is on the tail of a snake, move down the snake. There's 2 ways to win. Uncover 3 prizes on the game board, win that prize. Land on finish, win the prize revealed in the finished square. Okay, so it looks like this is just an empty nothing. All right. All right. What up, Space Wizard? You swear there's always something crazy going on the streams? Well, that's what we're about, bro. That's what we're about. Okay, so we got 4 again. So now we go here. And we uncover 23 Thwipplethip. What the hell? That's weird. Oh, it's supposed to be a short form of 23. Okay, so 4 and then 8. And then we move 1. So we move to 9, which has nothing. Then we roll a 3. 1, 2, 3 to the 12, which reveals 75,000. Yeah, right. Okay. Then we go 1. We roll a 1. Unlucky 13, which shows 9. That feels more likely than 75. Okay, then we get 2. So we go here, and we get 13. Oh, no! That's 2 13s. That's double unlucky. Okay. Then we move 2 more to 17, which has a 6. The mark of the beast, 3 of those, and, well, actually, we win. Okay. Then we roll another 1. So we go here. Go to, oh, okay, we go up the ladder. Boop. And we got 100 here. Wait, am I supposed to scratch the one at the top of the ladder or not? I don't know. I did, so whatever. Maybe it says on the back what I'm supposed to do when I go to the ladder. Yeah, okay, you do scratch at the top. Okay, so we're here, and we got a 2. So we go here. Oh, that's 2 100s. Come on. That's a good tease. It's fun to think that you can win something decent sized, right? So then we got 10,000. Whoa, whoa. Come on, fancy boy. Come on, big fancy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going up another ladder? Okay. We got 75,000. Oh, we got 2 75,000s. Guys, we're about to score the mega ultra big jackpot. Right? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Okay, then we got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a scratch this war. 5,000. Oh, why wasn't there a 7 in front? 75 grand, man. Come on. Come on, Big Papa. Then we roll a 1. And we get another 6. Okay, and then we roll a 2. So we don't make it to the end. And we scratch off nothing. Oh, man. It looks like this is a loser. But I also don't know if I made a mistake in the counting or messed anything up. So I'm actually going to go ahead and give this a scan right now to confirm. To confirm its lositude. Oh, God. Was that a load-bearing phone? Come on, man. Almost got magic packs falling on the ground here. All right, let's load up the app. Load up the app. Yeah, you know what? This is a fun one. I like this. I would like to I would like to try this one again. Okay. Scanning. Scanning. Better luck next time. It's a loser. It's a loser. Okay. It's garbage. It's a big surprise. It's minus double dollars, and I just got minused. I just got minused. I thought you were supposed to be lucky, John Quincy Adams, with your stupid, angry, ghoulish face. Skellington, you still gotta unpack the banner. All right. Yeah, you gotta do that, man. You gotta represent. You gotta represent. Spurl, a friend of yours went to a gas station to turn in a $2 winner. They scanned it and said it's a $400 winner. That's a nice feeling. I had something similar happen, but not on that level, where I thought I had a ticket that won like $2, and I took it in and they scanned it and were like, you won 57. And I was like, what? And it's because I didn't understand that. I didn't understand how the one bonus game works. They have something called Encore you can slap onto your ticket. And I thought that you had to like exactly match the entire number on it. But apparently you could match different chunks of it and win. So I may have thrown away other tickets that I'd actually won something on that. When I realized it, I was like, oh man, come on, bro. Come on. So now I just make it a habit of scanning any ticket that I think is a loser so that I don't actually lose when I've won. But yeah, Snakes and Ladders is a good one. That's a good win though, man. Fucking winning $400. That's got to be a great feeling. You're like, $2, I'll get this cup of coffee. Okay, so the coffee's $2 and we owe you $398. What? What? Shelly, you didn't have a similar nothing, you dirty liar. You dirty liar. Wrestler Town Super Chat says, if it lands on insult, I'm doing a chargeback. That would be a hilarious reason to get yourself like banned by Google from being able to use a credit card with them. Now I want it to land on insult. Let's go. Spinning pretty well tonight. Okay. You have eluded the insults. And we're going back into the minus double dollars territory. It's time to lose again. What are we doing here? What do we got? We got whoop, huge 50s, wrist breaking 50s. Fat juggalorgs. Fat juggalorgs. So this one uses a bunch of symbols. So our symbols are rainbow, apple, diamond, pineapple, plum, star, music, crown, horseshoe, hearts. It's almost like Lucky Charms, bro. Ring, spade, necklace, and lemon. Oh no, lemon. All right. We got lemon, sun, and grape, so we don't have that one. We got strawberry, which we don't have. We got crown, yeah. Cherry, no. We don't have a bell. Do we have star? Yep, star. Yep, rainbow. Yep, ladybug, no. Melon, no. Ring, yes. Apple, yes. Ring, apple, yes. Banana. I just got bananaed. Clover, no. Okay, well, that went down. That went down. No good. Okay, so now. Oh, they got me good with that one. The gems and then the orange. I thought that was actually gonna be the thing. We got glasses. Oh, come on. At least give me the. Oh, that's a loser. That's a loser. Apparently, I'm just checking them as we go now. That way I won't forget, I guess. Let's find out. Let's find out. I'm wrestling with doubt. Okay. Come on. Boo! Another loser! Another... Ah! Damn it! I don't trust you, John Quincy Adams. All right, we're bringing back in the lucky Puma silver coin. That's it. We'll use that for more scratchings. Spurl, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do I think Duskmourn lore is with all things considered? I mean, all things considered, the written story, the cards, and the trailer, it feels pretty disjointed. They don't come together in a cohesive way. So I do like some of the world building that's done with the Planeswalker's Guide, but ultimately it feels really all over the place. It's a real mixed bag. So there are going to be people who are happy with different aspects of it, and there's going to be people who only care about what the cards do, so they'll be happy. For the whole story, it's like, what happened with Jason Vraska? Why does Valgavoth have loot now? Does it mean anything? Valgavoth is like the least inspiring villain out of any that we've seen in a long time. Least effective, right? Like, Valgavoth looks impressive in the artwork, but it doesn't do anything at all really to anybody, it feels like. The power of Valgavoth is really questionable, right? Skellington, you're taking off? All right, buddy. Have a good one. Duskmourn is 2016's Ghostbusters. I don't know if I go that far. Like, the 2016 Ghostbusters wasn't a very enjoyable film, ultimately. It wasn't very entertaining. It felt just all over the place, you know? So, but not all over the place like Duskmourn did, just all over the place in terms of the random conversations they had. It felt like the movie didn't even know where it was trying to go by the end of it, you know? I haven't seen the new Ghostbusters one, the frozen jellyfish or whatever the hell it's called. I can't remember. Space Wizard, do you think Wizards is going to outsource keywords to the creators of lottery tickets? Yeah, Wrestler, I agree with you there, buddy. The plane concept is fun, but they just shoved everything and anything into it in terms of every aspect they can think of horror, but it's like 80s horror. The 80s technology stuff is confusing. It's just very random and doesn't seem to add much overall, you know? Jess, that's right. Frozen Empire, that's what it was called. Larry, you find Valgavoth boring. He's obviously no threat to the multiverse. That's true. I mean, you've got a point in that Valgavoth is bound to the house. So all he can do is try and lure people to his plane. He can't really do much overall to the multiverse. And he did almost nothing in the written story. He showed up in the last installment and knocked Elspeth down with his wing. Not Elspeth, the Wanderer. Yeah, knocked the Wanderer down with his wing, and that's it. Didn't do much. Didn't do much at all. So yeah, Valgavoth is the least impactful villain that Magic might have ever had. Why is Nico in the set? No idea. I genuinely have no idea how they picked who was going to be in there. Like, Zamone's in there, and then they're like, Check it out, the illusion of Dean Kian. And it's like, what? It's like, listen, we've got this random slush art kicking around, and we're gonna use it. So, Zamone will see one of her teachers there. Okay. But I watched you die. Yeah, and you're on a haunted plane that you already know is a messed up place. So why would this faze you for a second? Like, why, for even a fraction of a second, would you entertain the idea that this is the real one? You know? It's so stupid. It's not like, what a moment. It's like, okay. All right, then. She's here. Everybody knows it. It's not like a lot of the time when you see those moments, it's like somebody's kid that they lost forever ago, or their wife, like somebody who means a lot to that person. But random school teacher doesn't fit the bill. Right? It's just like, this isn't a child you lost forever ago. This isn't your long lost love. It's a random teacher from a school you went to. Whoop-de-doop-de-doo. Well, apparently, Wrestler, you could just go into Valgavoth's house and be like, I'm just going to hang out with my friends. Be like, okay, they're playing Nintendo in the basement. We got a color TV and everything. But it'll suck your blood. Valgavoth feels as scary as the Brood Witch did in Aqua Teen Hunger Force. You know that demon sandwich that couldn't really do anything? That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Larry, yup. Yeah, you know what? Valgavoth is the dude with the free candy van. And Duskmorn is that van. Come on in, we got some free candy. Whoa, check it out. I got a shark in one of my rooms. Woo! Scary. Some of the individual cards do evoke some fun horror, but there's no connective tissue for it all, you know? Paul, that's right. You can't take apart the sandwich. Watch me. I don't like sun-dried tomatoes. Oh, that was funny. That was a funny episode. I like Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's random as hell and messed up. Thompson Wells, you want to go for a spin? You started collecting old stamps with portraits of medieval queens and kings you study. Right on. I used to collect stamps when I was a Boy Scout. I remember they arranged for us to go to like some place where they had a billion stamps and they just dumped them out of like postal bags or something, and you could just take as many as you wanted. So you just got to go through them all and pick stamps that you liked. I've always been a collector. I collected stamps. I collected mugs. Why am I going for the board? That's not a board claim. We're just going for the wheel here. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, I like collecting stuff. It's fun. It's fun. Oh, random. Very well. Random it shall be. Farky, your chance of jug hunt didn't work. You got to chant harder, buddy. 5 years from now, you'll be able to travel planes between a tree and a house. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. The whole like Omen Path thing is, we already know that they're literally just going to do whatever now. It's like whoever we want on this plane will be there when we want them. We don't really need to bother explaining it. That's just the way they're doing it. Okay, what random pack do we got now? We got Austin Powers. If you get Jerry Springer, then you are shamed. You are shamed. Thompson, you're getting them from Belarus, Russia, and a few from Serbia. You fancy, fancy boy. Okay. Hold on, I need a little bit of water here. We got Slugfest. Yellow Submarine. We all live on it. We got I Am Your Father. We got The President. We got Zip It. Zip. We got Oh Behave. Wanda McLuff. She's the she's the Pecker watcher. That sequence in the movie was fun. We got a Shagette force field, a bridal shower. We got Cherry. She is a Shagette. And then we got you gonna go cry? You gonna squirt some? Which is the rare. I feel like it might be the force field. Oh no, it's the president. The president, oblivious to 90s references. All right. So that's the rare. DB, you have a collecting problem? Do ya? Collecting stuff is fun. It's enjoyable. Larry, you think literally anything else is scarier than Duskmourn? Duskmourn doesn't feel terribly scary. I've never heard of Corpse Party at all. But yeah, it's Duskmourn does feel really like watered down from a horror-y kind of perspective. It has some horror elements. It has a lot of "do you get it" references, you know? What was that noise? Is something scary coming to get me? Some, you know, wow, okay, all you guys know Corpse Party. I don't. I am not familiar with it at all. At all. It's a series of video games that even has an anime. All right, fair enough. Fair enough, buddy. I'm not like that big into horror, so it makes sense that I wouldn't really know about it, ultimately. I raise my hands in the universal sign of, huh? Huh? It was on sale on the Switch not too long ago. Okay. All right. Otto! Duskmourn is 80s horror light, and mixed with Magic's fantasy, it diminishes the horror even more. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think horror light is a reasonable way to describe it. There's not really that much horrific going on the cards. And like there's so many survivor, I'm a survivor, all shown in brand new clothes and stuff, and it's just like Duskmourn could only open doors on particular worlds that would lure like one person in, and it's all it could manage. So having all these people dressed all the same, having it all be 80s, and saying Duskmourn has 80s level technology says that these are supposed to be people who originate from Duskmourn and didn't come from outside the plane. So you have the scenario where, like, how is all your gear perfect when your entire civilization collapsed and you have no means of production, right? Also, they shoved the dragon stuff into it where they're like, dragons attacked a city and burnt it. What does that have to do with anything? Nothing, but we're in the Dragonstorm arc, so dragons had to be mentioned in the story. And it's like, that's stupid. That's dumb. Thompson, yep. Yeah, I was a scout. I was a scout back in the day. Wrestler, you wish there were alternate art and names for many Duskmourn cards so they'd fit with your favorite game, Magic the Gathering. It's Magic the IPing now. We're IPing in your Magic. We're IPing in your eye. Yeah, it's wild how this is not even Universes Beyond, right? This is in Magic Universe. This Duskmourn house has just been around forever. It's like, okay. All right, then. Yeah, McGurl, like, forget weak hook. It feels like it's not a hook at all. When you hear about the dragons in the Duskmourn story, you don't feel like it means anything, like at all. At all. Just a random vision that Kaido has before Jace shows up to get punched in the nose. And it's like, what? Okay. What up? Kanka just got off work and had breakfast for dinner. Yo, breakfast for dinner is good times. Pancakes and bacon or French toast for dinner? That's pretty sweet, man. That's pretty sweet. Oh no, Magic characters have been through some real danger, so it just seems like another wacky adventure. Duskmorn does have some of that. I'll give you that. Spurl, we went from cowboys to detectives to 80s horror. Are the planes of magic a thing anymore? Well, they're saying these all happened on planes of magic, right? So to answer your question, yes, they've just become unrecognizable. That's all. That's all. They just decided to muddy the flavor of Ravnica with detectives that have no place in the plane's natural ecosystem. And for one set, they acted like they were the most important thing and just put Sherlock Holmes hats on everybody. And then the next time we go back to Ravnica, there won't be even a peep about the detectives. They'll be like, the detective agency got shut down because everybody got food poisoning and they farted their guts out and they're gone now. Wrestler, I don't ever see them doing like a modern current world in game set, but I didn't see them doing wacky races and space operas. So while I want to rule that out, I can't. Cthulhu, the dragons sound a little out of place to you? They felt more than a little out of place to me, man. 100%. You thought Duskmorn was a bunch of 80s horror tropes people who watch very few horror movies think they're full of. That could be it. That could be it. So yeah, I don't know what Wizards is going to do. I mean, we're going to have like the year or two of hardcore Marvel. So that's a thing, right? Get ready for every Marvel character to be a part of Magic. And then we'll just expand out into other random things. Splendor? Nope. It definitely ain't Saturday. It's Sunday, buddy. The day they reset the 15 wins on Arena. So I got multiple level ups. So close to completing the Mastery Pass. I haven't opened any booster packs on Arena in a while. So I now have over 205 booster packs in my account. Thompson, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, those are possibilities. Spurl, do I watch football? No. I don't watch any sports at all, actually. Sports are not interesting to me. I don't gain any enjoyment from watching them. And I also don't like to drink. It seems some people like to drink and watch sports. I just drink water. Speaking of which, I'm going to go get some more water. Marvel's going to sell like hotcakes? It sure could. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if it did. But it is disappointing, you know? It is a disappointing add to Magic. All right, I'm back with the water. But hold up, I got something else I got to do real quick. So I didn't leave you with the intermission. I will now. Where is it? There it is. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back and I got a maple cookie. Oh, this one's all weird. It's all flattened down at one end and the insides are trying to escape, but they won't. Made with real Quebec maple syrup. A lot of maple syrup comes from there. This is good. What up, Running? How's it going, man? Spurl, there are a bunch of people who are excited about Marvel and Magic. And slowly but surely, you're going to find more and more people who don't even know what the old proper Magic worlds were like, right? Like, most Magic players are only in the game for a year and a half, 2 years, right? And, think about it. We're almost coming to the end of this year. And it's been cowboys and detectives and all that stuff. So there's a bunch of people who've started Magic in the last 8-9 months. This is what's normal for them. Just going all over the place, doing wacky, goofy stuff. So the more that becomes the norm, the less expectation anyone will have for regular Magic worlds anymore. Jess, you want to quit your vices so you can buy the Marvel stuff? Save up. There you go. Kanka, if I use the Amazon link, will I be able to see the questionable things you buy on there? No. No. It doesn't show me itemized lists of like what everybody's purchased and stuff like that. It lets me see categories of things that people have bought, like household and whatever else. But there's no like, oh, this guy fucking Jim bought 18 butt blasters. Nick, you don't want Marvel and Magic, but since it's happening, you want Silver Surfer? Well, there you go. If it's happening, you may as well hope for the things that you'll enjoy, right? What up, Got? You got back from Canada, you tried poutine and it was meh? Well, it depends on where you had the poutine. You can't judge the poutine. You can't judge all poutines. Like, imagine you just went to a country and had one random burger from one random place, and you're like, I can definitively say hamburgers suck. You know what I mean? So, depending on where you have it, it's going to make a big difference. Running, I've never tried Puzzle Quest. I've heard of it, but I've never tried it. Yeah, Wrestler, I feel you. Mechanically, Magic is still fun. I absolutely agree. Like, I didn't care for Markov Manor or Thunder Junction's flavor, but I'm still playing with the cards on Arena and having fun with them. That kind of stuff also works in the cube. So Magic is still a fun game to play, even if you don't like the particular skin they're putting on it. Kanka, if you're buying 18 butt blasters, use my link. If you set my Amazon, if you bookmark my Amazon link, then you can just do your Amazon shopping as normal. And you hook me up too. It's a double win. It's a double win. Jess, after your bills, you're left with 7-Eleven. That's funny. That's where you're supposed to go. It's a message, Jess. You must go to the 7-Eleven and not buy anything so you can save money for Marvel. Cthulhu, you just ignore the lore of magic at this point. That feels like a fair way to do things. It's gonna leave you probably happier, right? Wrestler, don't be spreading lies. You can't get no discount on butt blasters using my name. You can't explain the lore in a grander sense now, anyways. Everything is its own self contained little story that has no connection to anything anymore and doesn't matter. Every plane, there's a big bad evil guy who's trying to take over everything. And in this plane, we already have the big bad evil guy who's already taken over everything. And what does that mean? Nothing! Oh, okay then. Carry on. The evil guy's already taken over the whole plane. What does it mean? It means everybody's fine, apparently, wearing windbreakers and making goofy gear, watching TV. Okay, then. Kanka, you just bookmarked it for me. Hell yeah, buddy! Hell yeah! Habanero, is it weird you see your cube as a time capsule? Not really. If you want to just, like, have it exist in a certain era of magic, it seems perfectly reasonable to me, right? Stick with what works. Farky, he just told you that he had it in a province. You don't know where he had it. You don't know what restaurant he got it from or any of that. So who cares if you didn't enjoy it? He tried one thing somewhere, which is like, meh. It's like, okay, that's fine. You can still enjoy it. Other people don't need to like it for you to enjoy it. I love poutine, man. 100%. Carly makes a great poutine. And we've narrowed in on zoned in on the right gravy and cheese to use to make it really turn out quite delicious. So restaurant ones, I mean, if you get it at a fast food place, the poutine's going to be garbage. There's poutineries that literally make garbage poutine. Getting a good poutine isn't a simple thing. Spurl, you got the Moons of Mirrodin book? I've got that. It's actually right here within view. I can see it. I have every magic novel, but the Moons of Mirrodin one is right there in the front middle. Yeah, Habanero, you don't want Gandalf and Megatron driving a train on your battlefield. Well, that's totally fine by me, bro. 100%. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm looking forward to taking my cube with me when I go to Toronto later this month for that face-to-face magic event. It should be a good time. It should be a good time. I don't think I'm going to bother taking my cube with me when I go back to Toronto in October because I'm going for Grand Archive then. Larry, you're absolutely wrong. Magic didn't get stale. There was an infinite. You can keep crafting new awesome fantasy worlds. I do not accept what you are saying at all. Like, at all. Magic didn't need to diverge from, like, look at Bloomborough, for example. It's awesome. It's fun. There's so much you can do. There are infinite different variations of fantasy coolness that you can do. So I do not accept that. Kanka, you love poutine, but you're in the States, so you make it yourself at home. Fair enough. Fair enough. Spurl, can't find the Thran anywhere. That one's hard to come across. Splendor, you're buying croissants and cigarettes. All right. Croissants and cigarettes sounds like the name of a random movie. Spurl, poutine is French. It's actually pronounced something like poutin, but, you know, whatever. It's a very Canadian thing. And it's great. Well, they're not all great, depending on where you get it from. Man. I get that vibe. Liking to have crisp things that you can just dip into the sauce to go with it. I'm the same way with a lot of things. I like my chicken balls to have the sweet and sour sauce off to the side so I can dip it right before I mow down. Greek fries with feta on them? I don't like feta cheese, so that Greek fry stuff wouldn't work for me. That would be a no-go for me, man. I mean, I'd probably be fine with just the gravy and the fries, honestly. The cheese isn't an absolute necessity, but it does add to it. It does add to it. Corey, no, I have no ideas on any Bloomborough Alchemy cards. I'm not really familiar with the cards that they made for Bloomborough's Alchemy. I don't pay attention to most Alchemy cards because I don't play the Alchemy format overall. You know, if they put Alchemy cards into the 10-player starter deck stuff, then I would play with the Alchemy cards that are in there. But for me, I don't care about Alchemy as a format, and it doesn't feel like they balance stuff in Alchemy. It feels like really just random, almost untested, just throw it out there kind of abilities. So Alchemy never landed properly for me because Wizards forced it into Historic, which kind of poisoned the well for Alchemy. And then the fact that they tried to make it the default whenever you logged in, you're automatically set to a game of Alchemy. And it's like, well, I don't want to play Alchemy. So they kind of shoved me away from it, you know? Kanka, you think Magic is in a good spot? Well, we can agree to disagree on that one currently. Terrell, how do I feel about Paper Magic trying to keep up with Magic Arena? What do you mean? In a sense, trying to update every 3 months or so. I mean, Arena, it follows Paper. Whatever they're doing with Paper, Arena does. So, are you just asking me how do I feel about the accelerated pace of Magic production? Because I feel like it leads to a lot of bad things. Poorly thought out design, insane power creep, no testing. Like, it's not a great mix. It's not a great mix. Corey, you like it for Brawl? Well, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Greek fries, some you tried them. It was a big pile of feta on top of fries drizzled in Greek dressing. Well, that's different. That is different. Habanero tossing out some advice. If you're looking for Magic novels, check the thrift stores because you could end up with an unexpected score. It's true. It's true. See, I feel like Magic's pace is super accelerated now. As somebody who talks about the news and spoilers and stuff, on one hand, I suppose it gives me more things to talk about, but you get less time to love a set and much less time to love a world because we're just hopping along. You don't get to see much of a world. You don't get to see it grow and change, you know? So, we're losing depth. We're losing depth. Gerthulu, you've been checking out other TCGs over the big three, having more fun and less toxic. That's a fair approach. I never heard about a format where they were just trying to double or triple everything. This is the first I'm hearing of that. Terrell, you started playing Magic when Strixhaven came out, so you're pretty new to the game. And you don't like buying product because too much keeps coming out. You don't enjoy cracking packs anymore. Well, it sucks if you don't enjoy cracking packs. I still like cracking packs of Magic and packs of other things too. But I can totally understand where you're coming from, man. Got, you're so happy for the stream archive. It made the 8-hour drive each way much more enjoyable. It was also really nice on the way home. Well, that's dope, man. It's dope. I'm glad that people are able to go back and enjoy these streams afterwards now. I should have set up I should have had an archive before. Thinking back on it, it's like, there's a bunch of streams that are gone forever, right? And that's fine, but it would have been great to keep them because people do appreciate them, and I like that, you know? Spurl, yeah, nothing feels connected. Agreed. Agreed. Adam, you think Star Wars and Lorcana have been good for collectability and playability? I know a bunch of people got into both those, but Star Wars really struggled with supply issues. Lorcana did a bit, but they got it straightened out, and apparently Star Wars didn't. God, it was nice to laugh seeing as it wasn't a fun drive. Yeah, well, it's good to have some entertainment with you, buddy. Visiting your kids because they moved and you missed them. Well, that's nice. It's nice to get to see family. Corey, yeah, well, you know what? You used to get more of the world building through the flavor text on cards, but there's no real room for flavor text on a lot of cards anymore because Wizards cram so much abilities onto them. So you get a very rushed little story and very little world building on the cards, which overall decreases the depth of the worlds. Terrell, what boxes would I recommend picking up? You got to pick based on what would make you happy. You know, like if you're not enjoying cracking packs, I recommend you don't pick up boxes. I recommend you take that money and spend it on something more worthwhile. Magic boxes are very expensive. Magic is an expensive product, and you should only be buying it if it's going to bring you genuine joy. If it's not, then just enjoy what you already have, you know? Kanka, you stopped all paper Magic, only Arena for you, not even an LGS problem, just a love of the game problem. Well, choosing to engage only with Arena is a reasonable way to do it. I play Arena all the time, but I'm also very much down with paper Magic. I'm currently collecting a set of Bloomborough, and I'm looking forward to the next opportunity when I will get some more Bloomborough packs and get to open them. That will be fun whenever it happens. Habanero, you get the feeling every once in a while you miss my streams and you'll listen to them like podcasts while you're in production at work. Well, the great thing is they're super long, so you don't have to keep clicking on new ones. You can put one on and then you're good for an hour and a half or so, right? Jess, you're worried they won't make Spider-Man a good card for Commander? I wouldn't be surprised if they made multiple versions of Spider-Man. A mythic, a rare, an uncommon. One of them probably will be. Bo Falcon, you're sad you couldn't be there yesterday to deploy the anti-daily faces. Sometimes other things in life call. I'm glad you're here. It's too bad that you missed it, buddy. It's too bad you missed it. It was a rare daily sighting, and it would have been better to drown him in a giant sea of anti-daily faces. Plus, having another big dong to slap him off the board is always nice. Gerthul, you don't see Lorcana anywhere? They've got a bunch of it at the game store I go to. Larry, you think Space Opera's trying to directly compete with Star Wars Unlimited? I doubt it. I doubt Wizards is making a particular set to compete with a particular game. I think they're just scattershotting any and every flavor they can imagine, you know? Wrestler, that marrow concept that you just came up with, that card would be so weak by today's standards, it feels like. Terrell, you enjoy my positivity? Well, no problem, buddy. Bo Falcon celebrating a friend's birthday. Well, that's a great thing to do, man. That's great. Monero says it was nice to see that disgusting bastard again. Yeah, it was actually good to have a daily sighting. It had been. It feels like he only pops up like once a year now or something like that. You know, maybe even less frequently. So yeah, Lorcana feels like it's got some decent staying power. Yeah, it's gonna be dope to sling some cube. At the very least, I'll play it with the Inventor of Double Strike when we're hanging out at the convention, whatever you want to call it, magic event. Spurl, do I have wildlife by me? I mean, like, not. I don't live by like any forests or anything like that, but you can go and walk in some park areas, and there are birds and little flitty bugs and, you know, squirrels and stuff. Nothing crazy. Maybe a itinerant coyote. Kank, all your friends are having fun with Lorcana? Right on. Gerthul, you're not wrong. People like old Disney. I saw the old, like, shear wielding Mickey. Snip, snip, snip Mickey. And I was like, right on. That's cool. Spurl, no, there ain't no bears near where I am, bro. I'd have to go out camping for that. There is a shitload of wilderness in Canada. Like, a lot of Canada is untamed lands. 100%. Fisher, you're excited about the equipment that will come along with Marvel, the well-known iconic items, Cap, Shield, Mjolnir, all that. There'll probably be some good stuff. I'm guessing. Probably be power crept too, right? With the way things are going. I'm not a big go out in the woods kind of guy, you know? I like the vibe, don't get me wrong. You show me a picture of a remote little cottage with like an iron skillet with some bacon and eggs cooked in it. The surrounding lands are beautiful, and I'm like, bro, it's got some real appeal to it. The wildlife is, like, when it's romanticized, it's pretty inviting, honestly. But I'm not a big woodsman myself, you know? So yeah, Magic keeps changing, and I mean, I've accepted it. I've accepted it for what it is at this point. I'm not raging or like really bummed out about it like I used to be. It's just like your options are to continue to be miserable over something that ultimately doesn't matter. Being miserable over a card game is not a great choice, and just denying yourself fun. I got friends who play the game still, having a good time with it. I can have fun myself, so I'm going to have fun with what I enjoy. Sure, there's things that I would prefer, but it doesn't mean I still can't find enjoyment. I'm not going to go with the all or nothing approach, you know? Thompson, you like raft floating? All right. You can float a raft down to Marcus, and you two can go and swirl down a whirlpool together. Rodriguez, do I think they'll serialize the stones for Marvel? It's entirely possible that they will do serialized Infinity Stones. That would be one of the things that I would guess. You could also expect maybe serialized, like the things that Fisher mentioned, the exciting in Marvel like world objects. So obviously things like the Infinity Stones, but then you've got Captain America's shield. You've got the iconic gear of all of the most well-known Marvel characters, right? And the Infinity Gauntlet as well. Who's my favorite commander to use? Currently, that would be Hazazon. I don't play enough commander really to have a most hated commander straight off the bat. Larry, you read a story about people found an injured bear cub, drove it around and fed it Taco Bell? Kanga, you're still trying to keep all the positive things about Magic in your mind, even though a lot of the glamour and appeal is gone. Well, it's also fine to give yourself permission to let go and just go, I don't want to engage with this anymore. Like, it was fun. I liked what I liked, but I'm not getting enough out of it. You know? Not everything is going to last forever. And when I started playing Magic back in the old golden days, I wasn't like, this game's going to be around for decades, all this kind of stuff, right? So the fact that Magic has persisted this long is amazing. And you can view it from the perspective of, hey, at least they didn't start muddying it up for the first 25 years of the game. So you have 25 years worth of awesome fantasy worlds, and then it just becomes a more random whatever. You can also view that as just something to bring more people into the game for you to enjoy it with. So there are ways to view it in a positive light if it helps you feel better. You know, I have my preferences. Magic isn't nailing those preferences, but it's still giving me enough that I'm happy playing the game. So, all right, It is what it is. A 1-of-1 Infinity Gauntlet? That could absolutely happen. ESPN, yeah, ESPN used to have Magic the Gathering on it. I remember going to a strip club. The first time I ever went to a strip club, they had ESPN on. So up in the corner, they had a little TV that had people playing Magic. And my friend was laughing at me because he's like, there's these chicks taking off the clothes and you're here staring up in the corner at the Magic the Gathering tournament that's going on up there. Like, Magic doesn't make for a good sport to watch. It doesn't make for good watching, honestly. You know? Do I think there'll be a tribute to Stan Lee in the Marvel set? That's a distinct possibility, yep. Can't play in Arena from now on, so you feel like you can play in your own time? Totally reasonable. I love Arena for that too. Carly will be working on dinner and I'll realize I've got like 25 minutes to kill or whatever. And I'm like, I don't have anything specific I need to be doing right now. Let's just blast some games of Arena. Let's go for it. Fisher, keep them fingers crossed, man. Who knows? Maybe they'll do a good job with the return to Lorwyn. I don't know. Edward, you play 60 cards. Is Commander the way of the future, or is 60 cards decks a way to go? It partially depends on where you live. In some areas, Commander has eaten all the other formats and nobody's playing them, right? So that's very much a regional kind of thing. But Commander is the future. That's unavoidable because Wizards of the Coast has decreed that Commander is the most important format and it takes precedence. Big indicators are the fact that for the longest time, they were shoving Commander decks along with every standard set. And then they're also like, check it out, Modern Horizons comes with Commander decks. And they're designing for Commander. That's why there's 50 legendaries in Thunder Junction. So Commander is the unavoidable, unswerve-awayable from future of Magic the Gathering. 100%. 100%. Sproul, what's it like at the LGS I go to? At the LGS I go to, Commander is king. Everything else is donezo. Like, they don't get enough people to fire off a standard FNM anymore, bro. Commander is the thing. And Lorcana's eating a bunch of Magic's lunch there. It seems like for one-on-one gameplay, Lorcana has way more people interested in it. And Commander is the thing for Magic there now. That's right, Kanka. Every set has to have stuff for Commander now. Look at Nadu. Nadu broke Modern because they were specifically trying to design a card for Commander. And then they went, well, the card that we have isn't any good for Commander. We don't like the way it's working. Let's change it and not test it at all in Modern or even think about how it'll impact Modern. We're just going to change it and pray that people play with it in Commander. Commander is warping everything. It's warping everything. That's it, Matt. You can just find kindred souls who want to play Magic the same way you do, right? If you don't like the new stuff, you find people who don't like the new stuff. If you want to play Standard or Modern, you find people online who want to play Standard or Modern. Meet up with them. You can find them, but Commander is sprawling over top of everything now. That's the reality. And obviously game stores are just going to roll more and more with what the people coming in want, so you're just going to see more and more stuff catering to Commander, right? Because Wizards is like, casuals are our biggest audience. Commander is for casuals. So Magic's warping from a one-on-one game into a 4-player, more social experience, but also with amped up power levels because Wizards wants you to get new cards for your deck. And they don't trust that making interesting card designs will draw people in. So instead, they just go, well, you can't possibly ignore this card. You need it. It's too strong. You need it for your Commander deck. Fisher, you got in on a 16-player legacy event. Nice. Hearing stuff like that is rarer and rarer. Oh, as well, on a completely unrelated note, I know before I talked about wanting to hear some names of movies that had Groundhog's Day style time loops. Now I'm interested in knowing about what good time travel movies do you guys know about? Let me know the names of good time travel movies. I'm in the mood for some time travel-y stuff. That's what I'm vibing on. So I've been watching time travel movies. I was going to watch Time Crimes yesterday, but that one's not English. And we just watched Run Lola Run. So I'm like, I don't want to watch two subtitled movies 2 nights in a row. So instead we watched The Time Machine based on the H.G. Wells novel or whatever. And it was something. You know, it wasn't amazing. Back to the Future. You guys like Back to the Future? Cool. I've definitely seen Back to the Future. I want good time travel movies, and I want to know ones that I have not seen as well, right? Just only looking for movies. I'm not interested in random written stories or any of that kind of stuff. Just movies currently. What up? Yeah. Hot Tub Time Machine. Those ones are good. Tenet. I've watched Tenet. Capelio, that one, Tenet gets up its own ass at a certain point where you're just like, the movie's starting to feel pretentious and confused with itself, you know? Splendor, you don't like the name Commander? You like Elder Dragon Highlander better? Rodriguez, yeah, Looper. Looper's a good one. Looper's a good one. Goblin, you missed something that was 60 card casual? Yeah, well, that's your own personal format, right? You liked the end of Tenet? Fair enough. It wasn't a terrible movie, but it did kind of seem to lose itself at a certain point. Cthulhu Boss Level is a Groundhog Day style movie, and I have seen it and enjoyed it. Terminator has time travel? Yeah, but just the machines traveling back at the beginning, I don't consider Terminator, even though it involves elements of time travel, it's not really a time travel movie. Bill and Ted's, those are time travel movies. Yep, seen those. Those are fun. Troy, you didn't like Tenet? Oh my god, things happen backwards because we discovered backwards stuff. Edward, what are you talking about? Roommates find a camera that takes a picture of the day after. Did you say what the name was or anything? I don't know what you're following up. Zircon, Netflix show The Dark? What's that one about? Does Doctor Who count? I mean, Doctor Who is crazy, wild science fiction, and it does have elements of time manipulation and travel kind of stuff. I'd say so, yeah. Let me get my notepad out. Oh, we're getting multiple votes here for The Dark. Okay. All right. That's a TV show, though, right? Just Time Cop? Yep, I've seen that one. That one's Jean-Claude Van Damme silliness. That's fun. Zircon, you don't know how to explain? Fair enough. Fair enough. Capelio, you love my content? Well, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Donnie Darko has time travel? Yep, I've seen Donnie Darko. I feel like Donnie Darko is overrated. I feel like it's got a cult following, and when I watch it, I just go, okay. You know what I mean? It's called Time Lapse. All right. Is that a movie or a show? Jess, I just watched that. I literally just mentioned that I watched that. The Time Machine I watched like literal last evening. Capella, you started back in Ice Age. I started a little before that. I started in Legends. It's a movie. Okay. Fisher, can't go wrong with Quantum Leap. Yep, I remember Quantum Leap. I never really watched much of it, but I remember it. Yeah, no, it's all good, Zircon. Totally. It's all good. Don't worry. Multiple people. I mean, both Elkins saying it's got multiple seasons. I'm getting recommendations from multiple people whose opinions I trust. So it's on the list. It's on the list. It made the list. Yeah, I like weird time movies. The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. Is that an anime, Maury? Austin Powers. There are elements of time travel in that too. That's true. Dylan, time travel movie Predestination. Yeah, that one's crazy, bro. That movie is wild. I actually have like a physical copy of that movie. Did I ever see 12 Monkeys the series? No, I saw 12 Monkeys the movie and really liked it. And I heard about the show before but completely forgot about it and do want to write that down. Primer? Jess, what's Primer? Okay, no, I haven't seen that. Larry, yep, Idiocracy is crazy but funny. Yeah, it's an anime movie. I think I saw something about the girl who leapt through time. I might have seen it actually already. Edward, yeah, don't worry. I got time lapse written down here, buddy. Yeah, Troy, 12 Monkeys the movie was solid. I like Bruce Willis quite a bit, actually. Interstellar wasn't too bad if you like the whole space travel side of time travel. You know what? I'm going to write Interstellar down because we've talked about it in previous streams and people have insisted I should see it. So, Luke talking about Dragonlance, man. Dragonlance is good times. Is more? Did anyone mention Time Trap? No, I haven't heard. I haven't heard of Time Trap at all. Yeah, well, the description just says it's a science fiction action adventure film, so that definitely doesn't say much. So you're right about the description there, Bo. I'm gonna note that one down. Time Trap. Is time travel ever gonna be possible? Who knows? I don't know, man. All right, Bo. Fair enough. That sounds pretty crazy. Matt, yep, the old Dragonlance art was epic. I remember Gold, Moon, and Riverwind, all that. The Heroes of the Lance. Ooh, man. this is a good little list. I have a book where I write down all the shows. Now I write down all the shows and all the movies that I'm interested in checking out before I forget about them. Because it's so easy to forget. And then they're just gone. Just gone. God, I'm not in the mood to currently like rewatch something. I want newness. I want new things that I haven't experienced, you know? It's fine if it's some of the concepts or the overall idea of something I've experienced, but it has like a different spin on it. But I don't want to just rewatch something. How much Black Mirror have I seen? I watched either 2.5 or 3 seasons. They started to feel pretty samey overall. A lot of them were like, everyone's got techno eyes. So I kind of got bored and just wandered off. Stephen Hawking had a time traveler party. He announced the party after the event occurred. Oh, how are you supposed to get there unless you can travel through time? Capelio, you're currently traveling through time at the speed of life. Fisher, yeah, Chrono Trigger. What a dope Super Nintendo game. That one blew my mind. It blew my mind. Larry Corpse Party technically has time travel. I'm looking for things that have time travel like more at the core, like time movies at the core, not just outside to explain why the setting is the way it is, you know? Jess, no, I haven't watched the 60s version of The Time Machine, but I'm not interested in going and checking that out at this juncture. I also don't have a lot of faith in movies that are made like back in the 60s and stuff. I expect them to be slowly paced with poor production values, and I'm usually right, so I tend to avoid them. Bovak, and I don't really know much about Barbarella. I feel like I might have seen a part of one of her movies or something, but I have like nothing pops into my mind when I think about it. Luke, Superman 1 has time travel by spinning the planet backwards. Yeah, that's a Superman movie, not a time travel movie, you know? That don't count. That don't count. Yeah, Juggling, the Hot Tub Time Machine movies were mentioned. Those were fun. Must be some kind of hot tub time machine. Yeah, those movies were silly. But I enjoyed them. All right, my friends. Thanks for coming and hanging out. As always, it has been a delight. We will get back together again soon. But for now, I'm going to go for a swim. Blub, blub, motherfucker!